Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you guys once again for watching my videos, for subscribing, for liking, commenting, sharing, all of that good stuff. I appreciate you guys a lot and I thank you. So in today's video, we're going to see how your absence is felt. What do people go through when you leave their life? Basically is what we're going to see. So there are going to be three piles, like always. There are going to be three piles. Pick the one you resonate with the most, and I will see you at your reading. Okay, so pile number one, welcome to your reading. If you guys have chosen the first image or the first pile, then this is your reading. So we're looking at how your absence is felt, what people go through when you leave their life, basically. So I've drawn 5 cards here. Your cards are the High Priestess, the Moon, the Hermit, the Major Arcana at the beginning. Then you have the Page of Coins and the Queen of Wands. So there's no like the number cards. Wait, what are those called again? The Page of Coins and the Queen of Wands are, I think, called court cards, and these three, the High Priestess, the Moon, and the Hermit, are all Major Arcana. So this tells me that there's a very strong energy that people feel when you leave their life, right? It's a big impact. So beginning with the Moon and the Hermit, first things first is a lot of loneliness. It's like a wave of loneliness and just sadness washes over these people when you leave their life. So both of these imageries, the person, actually all of them are like alone except the Page of Coins. She has two elks that she's petting, but even in the Hermit there's an animal in the background, but the Hermit doesn't seem to be interacting with it, right? So these people are forced back into their cocoon a little bit. They're forced to reevaluate their life and wonder, why did you leave them, right? They like wonder, what did I do wrong, where did I go wrong? So right, with the High Priestess, I think there's a lot of what's the word, man? Introspection. Yeah, there's a lot of introspection going on here, and it's you have a big impact when you leave people's lives. With the Page of Coins represents opportunities and manifestation. So when you leave, it feels like nothing's working out in their favor. It's like you could have a lot of connections. You're a very helpful person. So when you leave, naturally the help you provide also leaves with you. So that is very impactful in people's lives, and I feel, if you guys can notice, my voice is like very, I don't know, a little melancholic right now is what I feel. So again, the Moon also represents melancholy. So a lot of sadness, a lot of loneliness, a lot of introspection. People are forced to use their own intuition now. When you were in their lives, you were there helping them choose the right path. You were there helping them, guiding them. But now that you're not in their lives, I see that they're forced to introspect. There's no other way. They're forced to make their own choices. They're forced to become wise. They're forced to become the hermit here, right? So definitely a lot of sadness with the Moon, a lot of introspection with the High Priestess and the Hermit, a lot of loneliness with the Hermit, and just a lack of, I would say, opportunities and optimism. Right, the Queen of Wands again represents optimism. So when you leave, all of this just goes away, right? Then they realize that, oh, it wasn't me. It was pile number one that was providing me with all of this energy, and I've not been treating them right. That's why they left. That's probably the conclusion they come to after introspecting a lot. And again, with the Queen of Wands, there's this volcano in the background, right? So what I feel is there's a lot of anger. Why did pile number one leave, right? How can they leave? There's a lot of triggering going on, right? When you leave, you trigger people. Wow, and with the mountains in the background of the Page of Coins, it seems like now you're out of reach. You're probably somewhere up there in those mountains chilling out, and here they are, alone in the forest. And there's moon two times here. There's the high priestess, there's moon in the high priestess, and also in the moon card itself. So I'm getting that you were a very intuitive person, like you knew people deeply, right? There's this connection, you deeply connect with people. And basically, when you leave, again, that message is coming through. They feel a wave of loneliness, a wave of melancholy, a wave of sadness. And also with the Queen of Wands, with the volcano in the background, the fire energy, along with anger, there's a lot of jealousy as well, right? Because you're this vibrant person, you're this optimistic person, you're this intuitive person, a very wise person, and they feel jealous when you leave. Also, this jealousy could be related to your physical appearance, because the Queen of Wands is a very physically attractive person. And I would say the High Priestess is pretty attractive as well. Definitely a big wave of loneliness, a lot of emotions, melancholy, and loss of opportunities. Also, with the High Priestess, you could be showing up in people's dreams. Okay, or just a random message. The High Priestess does signify dreams. So maybe someone's dreaming of you. Or when you leave, people have dreams about you. Also, before I drew your cards, I was hearing the word stuck in my mind. So the page of coins here, it does show opportunities and manifestations. So they could be feeling stuck in general. So the Hermit also kind of signifies, stalemate. Is that what you call it? Stalemate, stagnation. So they could feel stuck in their life without you. Okay, the Page of Coins could also mean that this person or these people that you leave are very immature, and now they're forced to mature with the Hermit and the High Priestess, right? There's a lack of common sense, and now they have to take charge of their life. They have to set goals. They have to, uplift themselves. Now there's no one to help them. Now there's no one to care for them or just guide them. So now they're forced to guide themselves. That is the main energy here, is that when you leave, people are forced to mature. They're forced to guide themselves. They're forced to make their own decisions, take charge of them, take charge of their lives, and just become a mature person, basically. Okay? Wow, that was pretty cool, pile number one. You have a big impact on people, especially the ones that have, mistreated you. They are forced to look at how they have mistreated you. They're forced to mature, they're forced to wise up, and they're forced to take charge of their own life. So keep being yourself, pile number one. Don't allow any mistreatments, and I'm sure your people are out there if you have not found them already, but I'm sure they're out there. Okay, so that was your reading, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this resonated. If you have enjoyed this reading, then please hit the like button, please subscribe, and I will see you at your reading. Thank you for watching. I will see you at your reading. Wait, what? No, I will see you in the next reading. Okay, pile number one. Bye. Okay, pile number two. If you guys have chosen the second pile, then this is your reading. We're going to see how your absence is felt by other people. So I've drawn 5 cards here. So they are the Nine of Coins, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Coins. Pile number two. I feel like you are the provider type in a relationship, right? You bring the money, you bring the bread, you bring the satisfaction, all of that. You are in overall, you are the provider, right? Emotional, physical, financial, all of that. So now imagine if everything goes away. Everything, literally everything. What if someone took everything from you? That is what other people feel when you leave their lives. Okay, now with the Two of Cups here, I am seeing especially your romantic partners. You have a very, very big impact on, especially on your romantic partners when you leave. So with the Nine of Coins and the Nine of Cups, I see that you could have been the provider, the coin provider, the cup provider. Basically all of that goes away, and now they're forced to become more independent. they're they're forced to earn their own money. They're forced to find their own satisfaction, their own emotional fulfillment when you leave. Damn, this is deep. This is very deep. Now with the Seven of Coins, I see that they have to work hard now. They can experience a lot of setbacks when you leave, right? Because now they have to learn everything, right? You were the provider. I'm getting a very nurturing energy from you, and it's like when you leave, it's a big shock. It's a very big shock. It's like a wake up call, okay, for other people. They have to get up, they have to earn their own money, find their own fulfillment. But what I see here with the Four of Cups is that it takes a lot of time for these people to recover. Yeah, look at this: a lack of awareness, pessimism, daydreaming, lethargy, and re-evaluation. Again, I'm getting some energy of the introspection. I mean, I think that kind of goes with every pile, people, the people that you leave just wonder what they did wrong. Where did they go wrong? With the Two of Cups, you could have left a romantic partner recently, or this could mean that you were the perfect partner, right? Because the Two of Cups signifies a happy relationship, equality, partnership, and attraction and connection. So you are the perfect person to be a partner with. And I've seen this with my pile number twos a lot, is that they're a very mature and wise person, right? Not just in this reading, but I've seen it in almost all readings that pile number two is the provider all the time. Again, that question keeps coming to my mind. What would happen if someone took everything you had away from you? That's what people feel. That is what people feel. Again, with the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups, I think people dream a lot of you. Sorry, with the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups, there's a lot of daydreaming going on here, fantasizing. So people are, you're kind of stuck in people's heads, right? Living rent free, is as they say. You're living rent free in people's heads, people's hearts, and in people's fantasies. You're the perfect partner. And people just have to they have to reevaluate, they have to introspect basically, and they have to grow up and take charge of their life, kind of like pile number one. But this seems more like a, they're forced to be more independent. They're forced to, this could be someone, people could definitely get codependent on you, right? They start needing you for everything they do, right? Very obsessive energy, very addiction. Yes, definitely very obsessive and addictive energy. Okay, people could become very pessimistic, very uh, just they're devastated when you leave them. Now they're like, now what am I going to do? Pile number two has left. How am I going to live? How am I going to survive? How are they going to survive in this world without pile number two? But I think this is for their good. You know, their codependency is, I think personally, codependency is never good because, well, you end up in this situation now. You end up wondering how you're going to survive. So I'm getting a very codependent energy. You could have a lot of people that are dependent on you. You could have a lot of people dependent on you financially with the nine of coins and emotionally with the nine of cups. So 9 could be a very important number to you guys. Now with the 7 of coins, again, the 7 of coins, what's happening in this reading is that I'm getting upright cards, but the upright meaning describes you guys, and the reversed reading is kind of what is happening with the people you leave. So with the 7 of coins here, it in reversed, it means short-sightedness, laziness, procrastination, setbacks, and delays. So people, again, with that same energy, people don't know how to live but independently. People don't know how to live without you. So now they're forced to do the trial and error method, which I think you have used in your life a lot, right? You just have to do things. You just have to go with trial and error. What doesn't work, you gotta fix it. What works, you gotta do it better. Stuff like that. People are forced to do that. People are forced to earn their own money. That keeps coming to me again and again. It's in general, people are forced to become more independent rather than being codependent on you, which is, I think, a very good thing for them. I know it doesn't feel that way to them, but I think it's definitely a good thing. Okay, pile number two. Damn, a lot of fantasizing. Your people's fantasy. Again, that pile number two, at least in my reading, has been the provider type always. So definitely a provider, pile number two. And if these people have mistreated you, if that's the reason you have left them, then you definitely did the right thing. You definitely made the right decision. And I think there are people that are going to treat you right. They're going to value what you bring to the table much more than these people have. That is amazing, pile number two. I hope this resonated with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you for watching pile number two. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. That supports my channel a lot, and I appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Okay, pile number three. If you guys have chosen the third image or the third pile, then this is your reading. How is your absence felt? What do people go through when you leave their lives? So I have 5 cards here in front of me. The first is Ace of Wands, then the Hierophant, the Judgment, the Hangman, and the Six of Cups. So, first things first, with the Hierophant and the Judgment, people feel like they have lost their path. Loss of direction, they don't know where to go. Basically, a purposeless feeling washes over them when you leave their lives. You could be a mentor, you could be a teacher of some sorts, a life coach, someone who guides people throughout their lives, okay? Now, with the Hangman, again, that same message keeps coming up, is that loss of direction, they need to change the perspective now, right? They feel stuck, they feel restricted when you leave their lives, because I mean, imagine losing a torch in a dark room, right? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. Yeah, you definitely could be a mentor, you could be a life coach, you could just help your friends with their lives. Now, with the Ace of Wands, here I see that you are a very exciting person, and when you leave, that excitement, that rush of energy, that joy, that passion also leaves with you, right? So they're forced to now create their own passion, create their own path, basically. Now, you're not there to always guide these people through every little turn, right? So, this has been a theme throughout all three of these piles, is that the people you leave are now forced to mature. The people you leave that are now forced to, well, wise up and, take charge of their own lives. But with the Hanged Man, this pile feels like the people you guys leave behind are feel very stuck, right? They're stuck fantasizing about you. They're stuck in those memories they've had with you, with the Six of Cups, right? Nostalgia, childhood, old memories. Yeah, this gives off to me like a very wise and a very helpful person energy. So you definitely could be someone who helps people a lot. Now, with the Hierophant, you could have recently left a marriage or your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? A romantic connection, basically. With the Ace of Wands, you could be people's muse as well, right? Because the Ace of Wands, when in reverse position, it signifies a creative block. In this reading, especially, what I've been getting is that the upright meaning of these cards kind of describes you, and the reversed meaning is describing what people go through. So the Ace of Wands in reverse shows a creative block. The overall energy that I'm getting from this pile is a loss of direction, a loss of purpose. So I don't know, pile number three. I don't know if people are very, very codependent on you, if they're very obsessed and addicted to you almost, because it seems like people here are making you their entire life. And when you leave, it's like the purpose goes away. I don't know. It's that deep. A very big impact when you leave. You leave a big mark. Damn. And with the Seven of Swords in the back of the deck, I think people could do sneaky things to get back into your life, to get back into your good graces somehow. But this entire spread is giving me a teacher vibe from you. With the Ace of Wands is as well, you could teach something creative. The Hierophant is also a teacher, also someone very wise. It could signify marriage, so you could, only for some, only take this if this resonates, you could have had a divorce. But with the Judgment, I see that your words are very, very powerful, because I'm being taken back to the to the Rider-Waite Spirit Deck's art, where the angel is coming from the sky with a trumpet. I think that signifies voice. But with the Ace of Wands and the Judgment here, I see a lot of yellow as well. I'm getting a lot of solar plexus energy. Definitely a lot of solar plexus energy. And with the Six of Cups, this could be, again, the inner child. Their inner child misses you a lot, because their inner child sees you as someone very wise. Their inner child could see you as a parent. They see you as a teacher. And it's just very devastating when you leave. They have to find their own purpose now. They have to find their own path in life. This has been a theme throughout all three of these piles. Okay, pile number 3. I think this was the shortest pile, but I think the message here is clear, and I'm not getting anything else other than just the loss of direction, purpose. That just keeps coming up. So, you're a very important figure in people's lives, pile number 3. You are a very wise person and a very important person. So, wow. Okay. Thank you for watching pile number 3. I hope this resonated. If you guys did enjoy it, please hit the like, please hit the share and subscribe button. And I hope to see you guys again in my next reading. Okay. Bye bye.